Good morning and welcome to Jeonju. Now Jeonju has a lot of nicknames. It is nicknamed the ancient city, the 1,000-year-old city, the artist city because it has the most artists in the whole city than any other one in Korea. It is also known for food like the bibimbap, and they have a special type of rice here. It has a lot of names, but this morning I went on a free walking tour, and the free walking tours in Korea are actually free now. If you've done them other places, you are expected to tip. However, here she just walked off and invited us to the next one in a different place later, which I will actually attend because she was a really nice lady. So we did the Hanok Village alleyways tour. So if you look here, just behind me, we have got the Hanok Village now. I'm currently at a viewpoint. Now, unfortunately, when the Japanese invaded, all of the traditional houses were taken apart and the actual traditional city wall was removed. So this city behind me is only actually built in the 1930s, when all of the people that were displaced by the Japanese, they actually moved back because they believe this land is very good and has nice luck, and they wanted to come back and live here. So they rebuilt their village just behind me here. So I have spent some time walking around the alleyways, and I'm going to walk around them again because they are actually really nice and peaceful. And then later we are going to do the shrine tour. Now there are only 6 shrines, traditional shrines in Korea left. This is what I've just been told. And the one in Jeonju is the only one that is original. So let's continue heading up to see what the view looks like from the top, and then head back down into the village. So I have made it up lots and lots of steps, and while the view is now covered by trees, as you can see behind me here, we have got a temple or some sort of historical structure. On Google Maps it just says the name of the building. It doesn't actually say what the building is, it just says historical site. So I can put the name on the screen if you want. But yeah, there's that, and then there is this little one here, which is really nice. So that is pretty, but we're going to head back down now and walk around the village again before we head to the cathedral, which the cathedral is original to when it was built. So we can head there after we have another look around the village. So on the way back to the Hanok village, I've just quickly stopped at this mural village, and I'll put the name of it on the screen. But this is the first mural you see. But it is so beautiful and looks 3D, and like there's ducks on the lake and the way the tree shadow moves over it. Perfect. And then we've got this cute little cat. I think this is an anime. So I'm going to walk around here a bit more and see what other murals there are. So I am back in the traditional Hanok village, and I just tried frozen peach bread, which is a signature dish of Jeonju, and it was really amazing. But I am currently standing outside of the descendants of the Imperial Emperor's house. So this is the official gate, and he currently lives here with his 3rd wife and their 2 daughters, which are apparently not recorded. And this is the gate. And now we're going to walk around the alleyways. Now these are some of the narrowest alleyways of traditional Hanok villages that I have been to, and I think that actually exists. Now this is like standard normal width, but we're going to go to some that are literally 1 person wide. So let's go see if we can find them. Now, one thing to note is today is Monday, so unfortunately a lot of the cultural centres are closed. Like here we have the industry centre, and they have industry, cultural, music, they have performances. However, Monday they're all closed. So I need to look at what time the train leaves tomorrow, because there is also the film festival is currently happening in Jeonju. So a lot of the transport to and from the city are fully booked. So I need to see when I can get a train to Seoul. If it's in the afternoon, I can come back in the morning. If not, I will have to come back another time. But here we have another gorgeous cat. So I am in the grounds of the shrine. I have just finished the free tour. So it was 3,000 for a ticket, and then the tour is obviously free. And I actually learned quite a bit about the history of Korea and the dynasty situation. So this shrine here is for the king of the dynasty. There were different types of dynasties though, so I think there's 3 different types. I don't know which, I couldn't pronounce it, but this shrine wasn't destroyed when the Japanese invaded, because they knew if they destroyed it that the Koreans would have an uprising. So they left it. It is currently under renovation, however, so you can't go in. So the portrait of the king, we looked at the replica in the museum. So you can walk around the museum, and there's actually a lot of artifacts and books in there. And we learned that during the Japanese occupation, the stuff was preserved by the monks. So they actually took a lot of it from Jeonju, because Jeonju was the last town with a lot of history in it to be attacked by the Japanese. So the monks had time to get the historical books and portraits and take them into the mountains, where they protected them until it was safe for them to be spread out amongst Korea again, which I think is actually really interesting. I didn't know monks played that much of a role in the Korean history. But yeah, so this is the park. So here we have the museum, and then this is the actual shrine and the only original building. All of the others have been replaced, and now I'm going to walk through like the little village next to it, because that's the only bit that we didn't get walked through on the tour. She did explain that it's like where the cultural dances and ceremonies happened. So we're going to walk through that now, and then we are going to head to the Catholic church. So I have come back to the hostel. I am not going to show you around because it's a very small hostel and it's a bit odd. Currently I'm the only one in the room though. Not in the room, like currently in the room. It's fully booked to the hostel. But the church, you can't film inside. You can't even take pictures inside. I did go inside and it's a nice church, but it's for praying, not for pictures. So there was that. And then I've just come back and I am trying the chocolate pies. So in this town they have traditional chocolate pies, and you have different things in them. So you can have cheese, cactus, there was something pink in one of them. I have just got the plain one, so I'm going to try that and I'll let you know if it's any good. So I've taken a bite and it's got some cream inside. It's nice, but the dark chocolate is very bitter on the edge. But overall I'd say it's nice, and you can try it if you're here, why not? But yeah, anyway, I think that will probably be the end of this video because I have to get train early in the morning. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you do come to South Korea, I hope you add Jeonju to your list. So please make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.